Naruto failed his academy graduation test 3 times before he succeeded into becoming a ninja. This is a minor plot point that is thrown into the first chapter of Naruto, and then Naruto mentions it later to Neji after he beats Neji in the Chunin exams. Not many people really care about it, but if you really look into it and analyze what Naruto just said and what the story is telling us, that he failed 3 times, things don't really make much sense. Naruto is the younger in his team. He is younger than Sasuke. After all, we see a pregnant Kushina talking to Mikoto, Sasuke's mom, while she is holding Sasuke. Kushina even calls Sasuke a girl, which kinda sets up a precedent. Nevertheless, it's obvious that Naruto is younger than Sasuke, and we know that Sakura is even older than Sasuke, so yeah, he's younger than both of them. And yet, Naruto has failed the entrance exam 3 times. You know what this sounds to me? Just one of these lines that the author throws around without really putting too much thought into it, because it will make a point of the story a little bit more impactful. For instance, Naruto finally graduating the academy is much more grandiose because he had failed 3 times before trying to make the clone jutsu, and now he's able to create the multi-shadow clone jutsu, making things even better for him and the story even more satisfying. Though it doesn't really affect too much knowing that he failed 3 times in the past. You don't see those fails, they're just mentioned so they don't carry that much impact. It's also an interesting point when Naruto brings up after he beats Neji, because he beats Neji exactly with the shadow clone jutsu, and Neji is all about destiny. You can never escape your destiny, you can never be good, Naruto. You will never be someone that's gonna be powerful. And then Naruto says, you know, I failed the exam 3 times because of this jutsu, and now I beat you with that. You, the Hyuga genius. So yeah, it nails the point home, but honestly, we could have lived without this line and this fact in the Naruto universe. Because if that was the case, Naruto should be considerably older than his peers, and he isn't. To justify that, the first one being that those tests/exams that Naruto took on weren't actually for the graduation, and they were just regular exams that would be conducted during the academy days. Which doesn't really make sense, because he states that, oh, I failed the academy 3 times because of that, so yeah, it's not really that. The other explanation I can think of is that you don't really have to attain a certain rank within the academy to try out for the tests and to graduate. You can just sign up and go. So maybe Naruto was really like, oh, I'm just gonna go every time I can and try to pass, but then he failed miserably. But honestly, I don't really see things being that way. For instance, in Naruto's class, when he passes with Sasuke, with Sakura, and everyone else, they all seem to have the same age, roughly at least. There isn't anyone smaller kid like Konoha coming in and trying out. It's just them. Though, to be honest, we don't really see it happening. We just see Naruto and then the other kids getting the results. But in Naruto's class, when they are receiving their team assignments and their headbands, then no, we don't see anyone that seems to be younger than the rest. Or even older, for instance. It also wouldn't make much sense for Naruto to try out the exams before anyone else, because he was literally the worst student in class. He was not a genius like Itachi, like Minato, who graduated way before 12 years old. And that even seems to be a practice when the Leaf Village is in more desperate times, when they need ninjas to fight in wars, like in the time Minato graduated and Kakashi graduated. We are not in a war when the series starts. There's no need for them to graduate ninjas quicker than usual, so everyone graduates at 12 years old, which seems to be the standard age. Also, if there were other graduation tryouts that were offered for the entire class, then people like Sasuke would have passed easily before Naruto did in the eventual series. We don't know how long it takes between graduation exams, if it's 6 months or if it's a year. Probably 6 months, because there are 2 Chunin exams every year, so once every 6 months. So it's probably the same thing for the graduation in the academy. So if Naruto had failed 3 times in this module, then he should be at least 1.5 years older than the rest of the class, which isn't the case. But if it was once every year that they held the graduation exams, then Naruto should be 3 years older, like 15 when the series starts. That would be strange. Another possible explanation would be that Naruto just enrolled in the Ninja Academy before anyone else, even though he's younger, so like he enrolled when he was 4 and the rest enrolled when they were like 6 or something like that. But that also doesn't really make sense because Naruto doesn't really strike me as the guy who would be eager to go to school, though you could say that maybe the third Hokage forced him to go to the academy earlier because he was a lonely kid and all that. Maybe he wanted to see if Minato's son will be powerful and a prodigy and stuff like that, but still, it doesn't make too much sense. Nothing in the series indicates that's the case. And also, when we see flashbacks of younger Naruto and Sasuke when they were sparring, for instance, they were already in the same class, so it's not as though Naruto started before anyone else. They're all clumped together in the same class. Sakura was there, and everyone else that you'd expect was there as well, so no, this theory also doesn't really work. And if Naruto had enrolled earlier, he would have already known Neji, Tenten, and Rock Lee beforehand, because they are a year older than him, and Naruto didn't know them when he got to the Chunin exams. He was introduced to them there. Or maybe Naruto traveled in time when he was a kid and tried to pass the graduation exam more. I don't know, man. I'm grasping at straws here. Nothing seems to make sense. Maybe Mizuki quote-unquote forced Naruto to take the exam, saying, "Oh, Naruto, you can pass. Believe in yourself." Just because Mizuki wanted to make Naruto angrier at Iruka so that eventually he would steal the parchment for the Shadow Clone Jutsu like Mizuki wanted Naruto to do in chapter 1 of the series. So Mizuki was making sure Naruto would grow angry at Iruka, building up that resentment of him failing again and again, even though Naruto was too young. Maybe Iruka even said, "No, Naruto, you're too young, you can't do it now." And Mizuki was like, "No, Naruto, you can try, come on, you can try. Iruka, let him try, come on." And then Naruto tried, and of course he failed, and got angry at Iruka, and Mizuki was like, "No, Naruto, it's fine, you're gonna pass the next time." Just like he did in the original series in chapter 1. Naruto fails the exam. He creates a really bad clone, and Iruka says, "No, Naruto, I'm sorry, you can't pass." And even though they had this dinner in Ichiraku the night before, and Iruka began to like Naruto more there, Iruka was fair. I mean, Naruto had no chance of being a ninja. He couldn't do a single clone, and Mizuki was like, "Oh no, I put so much effort into it, Iruka. We gotta let him pass. We gotta let it go." And then Iruka just said, "No, we cannot." And then of course Naruto got pissed, first because he is immature and he wouldn't really understand, but also it's understandable in his situation that he would be angry at things because everyone resents him just for being the Jinchuriki of the Nine Tails, and also he doesn't like the fact that he is the last place in everything. So there was a perfect chance for Mizuki to go and make sure Naruto would steal the scroll for him. And maybe, just maybe, those other 3 times were kind of mock runs for the exam where Naruto had no chance of passing, but Mizuki just said, "Naruto, come here and try. Let's show Iruka Sensei how good you are." I don't know, maybe that's the case. I think that's a more compelling theory because any other thing doesn't really work. It is really the beginning plot hole of the series, isn't it? The primordial plot hole of Naruto. Though, it's not that important. Honestly, if this was the worst thing in the story, I'll be completely fine with it. It's practically harmless. Still let me know down below what you think. If you have any other crazy theories about why Naruto failed 3 times and is younger than the rest, watch this other video right here for more cool Naruto content. Subscribe to this channel if you enjoy my content. Like this video to help me out, and thank you so much for watching.